Hi, welcome everyone to our weekly updates from BOW, Brokers, Opens, and Tours Worldwide, and Florida Closing and Escrow. We're here with expert real estate attorneys, John Iowanu and Anthony Bauza, here to present some updates to help you as far as COVID, marketing, and real estate news. So I hope everybody is safe, and I also wanted to say happy and healthy new year to those celebrating as of sundown tomorrow. So, first, we're going to start with the COVID updates. I read that just under a million people are filing weekly due to lack of fiscal support for the unemployed, and the need for forbearance may be increasing. There's 3.5 million now enrolled in forbearance plans. Also, last time we spoke about the skinny stimulus, and nothing was really updated yet until perhaps after elections. And the moratorium on the evictions have been extended. But Anthony, if you can go into more details on any updates.
Right, so we actually do have an update that just came in yesterday. So regarding that unemployment extra $300 benefit, it was approved for 3 weeks, and everyone that is eligible to receive should have already received it. But FEMA just announced yesterday that they're going to be able to provide one more week, so a fourth week, which will likely be the final week, but one more week of $300 extra payment for those receiving unemployment compensation, and that will be going out this week. In regards to the stimulus, House and Senate are still at an impasse regarding a new COVID-19 aid. However, there is a new bipartisan group of lawmakers that are operating under the name Problem Solvers Caucus, and they have gotten together and put their own proposal forward that would basically be somewhere in between the Democrats' 2.2 trillion proposal and the Republican 600 billion proposal. And the idea is to basically meet in the middle somewhere and include another round of unemployment extra benefits, another round of stimulus checks, funding for state, local governments, more small business loans, and also additional funding for schools and more coronavirus testing. However, we still haven't gotten anywhere as far as reaching a deal, but the House did announce that they will not be leaving for the recess in early October until a deal is reached. So we just have to stand by and wait till hopefully they come to some sort of agreement.
Okay, that is good news, and we like problem solvers. So let's be optimistic that something will be settled soon. Okay, next, we're going to talk about some more good news. The online lender, Ally Homes, said first-time home buyers are tapping into buying 60% of purchases. So first-time home owners in July and August were up 42% from the same time from last year. And they say to expect to continue to see this steady increase in the purchase volume through the remainder of the year, and actually beyond spring of next year. So the forecast is looking very good. Leverage Global Partners CEO said it's not just for medium priced homes, the enthusiasm extends to luxury homes. Sales have soared for luxury homes, again, due to the low rates and inventory, pretty much across the country except for New York City. John, please, if you can elaborate on some more good news.
Yeah, basically, like you mentioned, home sales are up in South Florida, and the market is really heating up. All the houses, low, medium, luxury, they're all going fairly quickly too. And there's basically the three factors that you kind of mentioned. It's basically the increased demand from the Northeast, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey buyers are coming down here. Low inventory and these historically low rates. So things are looking pretty good here in South Florida at the moment. And like you mentioned, it should continue for the rest of this year and definitely into next year as well.
Okay. What is the main factor driving the increase in the sales of luxury homes?
So the three words it used to be is location, 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 right? That was the big thing. But now it's more, not so much location, more of what's the type of home and the square footage and its features. Those are the three things that buyers are looking for. Larger lots are big, homes with more space, so they can include things like home offices, larger kitchens, entertainment room, and actually a learning room for the children if they're doing the stay-at-home learning. So all of these things are more important factors than just location.
Especially in Florida, Fisher Island, Star Island, Palm Beach, and in New York, the Hamptons, and also luxury homes in California have definitely heated up. So we hope that trend continues. And again, also to luxury condos where the amenities are, so people can just move in. Okay, next question is how can realtors help clients win when there's bidding wars on a property?
Yeah, this stat was actually surprising to me. According to Redfin, last month in August, offers on single-family homes were involved in a bidding war 56.6% of the time, followed by townhomes at 54% and condos at 41%. So overall, 54% of offers are engaged in bidding wars. That's basically 1 in 2. So these are incredible numbers that we're seeing. So what can you do as a realtor to help your buyer win one of these bidding wars if you happen to get into one? First and foremost, it's important for you as a realtor to be educated. Know as many facts as you can about the property and the area and be prepared to move fast. The reason I say that is because homes are getting 3 to 5 offers within hours of listings. In some areas, homes are going for 15 to 20% over asking price. So some tips that realtors can think about in order to win these wars is number one, and this has proven to work in the past, so definitely try and get your buyer to do this. Have them write what's so-called a love letter of sorts to the seller about themselves, their family, add pics of their family and pets if they have any, and and include in that letter what they know and love about the property, the area, why they want to purchase this particular property, and why they should be the best buyer for these sellers. This goes a very long way because it's not just a contract that the seller sees. They can attach a face and actually be emotionally attached to these buyers. So this is important. Try and get your buyers to do that. Something else that the realtor should consider to have their offer stand out from other offers is lessening time contingencies. In the past, I've mentioned that certain contingencies like submitting the deposit within 3 to 5 days, you might want to lessen that to 1 to 2 days. Those buyers can wire us those funds. The inspection period, normally I'd recommend having it at 15 days to give the buyer enough time to do so. But you might want to consider 7 to 10 days, lessening that time frame. Also, lessening the closing date instead of 30 to 45 days. Might want to consider putting 20 or 25 days. Be wary, though, that some sellers might even ask to eliminate certain contingencies. So you as a realtor need to be ready for that and speak to your buyer about it. Certain waiving of contingencies would be the appraisal, waiving the appraisal, or even eliminating the mortgage contingency. I caution about doing these things, but if the buyer's adamant about having won this bid and they want to do these things, make sure you explain the consequences. Especially that if it does not appraise or they don't get the mortgage, they're at risk of losing their deposit. So you just want to present all the issues to the buyer and then ultimately allow them to make the final decision. Basically, at the end of the day, you just want your offer to stand out amongst all the other offers that the sellers are getting.
the least amount of nickel and diming, so to speak, will help as well. All right, next question goes to Anthony. What are some of the reasons why investors make the best clients? I know that most people buy only buy 3 to 5 homes in a lifetime, but investors might buy that many within a year. So please elaborate on how and why and where to find investors as clients.
Right. So investors are some of the best to work with. As you said, some of these investors are purchasing five properties in 1 year. And a recurring investor client means a recurring commission to an agent. So investors are usually, they know what they're looking for. They're less emotional than an individual buyer. It's a business decision for them. And they'll provide you that recurring business. So it's also less time and money spent on lead generation. With seasoned investors, it's less time and work involved because they know exactly what they're looking for. So it's easier for them to make a decision versus a first-time home buyer, let's say, that is going to have lots of questions throughout the process, who's going to want you to give them that individual care and advice because it's a big decision for them. It's likely, you know, the one purchase maybe that they'll be making in their lifetime or for the next, you know, foreseeable amount of time. And also investors can provide you with lots of industry connections. They have networks that you can benefit from as well, as far as valuable advice also. So you can learn from the successes of investors. They could provide you valuable information, and they could give you those connections that they have in the industry. The key is, well, how do you get that investor client? That's the more difficult part. But basically start with a new investor. So if you're trying to get into having investor clients, start with someone who's trying to get into investing. You can, for example, for a seasoned investor, possibly give them a one-time discounted commission rate just to get your foot in the door. And it also helps to brush up on negotiating skills, read up on industry news that investors would be looking into, even industry events, virtual events, seminars. Sometimes you could even shadow another agent that has investor clients, and learn from them, learn what they do, and try to make those connections, and hopefully attain that investor client.
Okay, thank you. The next question is branding yourself. There are many paid options and software developers available to help you for thousands of dollars a month. However, the typical agent or team doesn't always want to invest that kind of money, and it's not always necessary. One solution is Hootsuite, $39 a month, that monitors major social platforms for the hashtags and keywords specified. But you know, you have to be wary about the pricing. In addition, there are free solutions for brand marketing that do work well, that you could take a few minutes to do per day. Do the work and keep it consistent. Schedule on your calendar when you're going to do the posting and checking, and make it become a daily habit. It will be worth the time, because one review can harm you and one good review can help you land a new client. And you want to have the tools to be able to erase any negative reviews. So if you can elaborate on that.
Sure. So yeah, as you said, there's lots of paid options out there. You can certainly, they offer free trials. I would suggest, you know, trying it out, see if that's a right fit for you. But as far as free options, there are solutions, and as you said, it might take a few minutes a day to handle it yourself, but consistently doing each day and getting in the habit of it, the time will be well worth it for what you get out of it. One of the important things would be to definitely Google yourself. So that's exactly what a potential client's going to do. So see what it is that they're seeing. See where your current branding is at the moment. And also search your name with other terms that they would be looking for. So maybe the name of the brokerage, or your name plus realtor. And this will give you an idea of what it is that's coming up when you're being searched. One of the things that you can do with Google is they offer the ability to set up Google Alerts. So you can give a list of the keywords that you're looking for. So for example, your name or the name of the brokerage, and you can request a Google alert to be sent to you with a link whenever something is indexed on Google with those keywords. And this will allow you to basically, once something's indexed and once something does come up on Google, you'll know it and you'll see what's going out there with your name in searches. You could also do searches on social media sites. Most, if not all, social media sites have a search function within them. Twitter specifically has a platform known as TweetDeck, and you can use that actually to monitor keywords and hashtags and see what it is that is trending, what people are talking about, and focus your marketing and your branding in that direction. Obviously, there's also Facebook groups that you could attend and monitor, but there is many solutions if you don't want to pay, that you could do on your own if you take that time out each day, for a few minutes and just check up on the sites and see what's going on.
Okay, yes, buyers are looking for authenticity, transparency. You should be authentic and honest to build trust and commitment. And it's important, go on Twitter, see what hashtags are trending. You should supply content that spotlights buyers, provides information and guidance. And another suggestion is Instagram stories, the Facebook communities. People would like to see things behind the scenes, go into your office, events, and celebrate customers, and do what is easy and the least stressful for your clients. And also, it's important to embrace new ways. You don't want to become extinct in this business because technology is important right now. So you want to be comfortable with video, social media, and digital connections. As far as social media, Property Simple can help you, and you can actually lock down zip codes for a number of months to promote on there as well. In addition, we have tools that can assist you, virtual opens or tours that are live broadcasts on multiple channels, simulcast, that we can also help you to promote so you get more viewers. And in addition, we have 3D tours. We have a professional who is also doing tags for you for free, and a landing page is for $19, and hosting, so that you can promote your listings with the latest technology, as well as professionals we work with. You can do the drone and immersion tours, and you definitely want at least professional pictures. But I do like the reality live broadcasts that they do draw a lot of attention. In addition, we have a professional we work with who does digital marketing and now does plug and play and targeted locations, geofencing, and more. So contact me for details to assist you. And again, we are here to assist you. We do closings in office, curbside, and we do out of state. We do out of country with online notarizations, and we include legal services, questions as needed with our legal experts. We're here to help you to succeed. And anyone want to add anything? Okay, well, thank you for joining today. and we look forward to assisting you and seeing you next week, or kindly contact us in the interim. Thank you.